completed. So I am a Democrat. I have been a huge Democrat. I am incredibly disappointed with my party. I do not see myself in them in this moment.
Ilhan Omar, the Somalian Minnesotan representative, showed us just once again just how anti-American she is, as she sided today with a country who literally chants death to America. Ilhan Omar said that the United States of America loves to attack Muslim countries during Ramadan, and she's convinced that this attack took place simply because of who they worship. In Iran, only 37% of the people are Muslim. President Trump did not target them today because of their religion. He targeted them today because they are ruled by an awful man. And thankfully, that awful man was taken out. That awful man had no problem slaying his people. 30 to 40,000 innocent people were killed in the streets in Iran just because they were protesting.
Where is AOC? Where are you, Representative? You are usually desperate for attention. Why so quiet? Are you worried your fellow socialists who don't think Israel has a right to exist will be upset if you speak truth about Iran being an absolute enemy? If you're a feminist, how do you not decry the fact that Iran would jail you for how you speak, for how you dress, that they would slaughter your LGBTQ plus constituents? Now is not the time for silence or acquiescence, nor certainly any perverse obeisance to a terror organization.
In the last 48 hours you have had Ilhan Omar going crazy about this whole Iran situation, and then you have AOC writing a letter to President Donald Trump. You got Democrats like Rachel Maddow going crazy on Donald Trump. All these people, it seems like they are just pro-Khamenei at this point, who is now dead, and a lot of Democrats who pushed for this under Barack Obama. By the way, I saw this and I want to show you this before we go. To Dana Bash panicking, where you got two Iranian-Americans calling out the actual Democrats, but I just want you to see what is happening on X, the narrative war from the left, and what they are trying to do. They are trying to use Barack Obama. Here we have a leftist who says if Barack Obama did this they would be demanding impeachment, and then he gets hit with a fact check that says Barack Obama did do this and more, and they cited a whole list of articles showing that Barack Obama dropped the most bombs in the Middle East that you can possibly drop. He practically ran out of bombs to drop across the region. So the fact that Democrats are trying to turn this into semantics, trying to trap Republicans, is unbelievable, because Donald Trump literally campaigned on being anti-Iran, having nuclear weapons, and openly anti-Khamenei. He took out Soleimani in 2021 before leaving office. So now let us go back to the Democrats losing the narrative war again, because there are people celebrating what Donald Trump has done, and Dana Bash is caught completely off guard. You can see she wants to rush off air because this does not help the narrative, especially for Democrats on CNN. So listen closely as Iranian voices go straight at AOC Zoran and Madam Dani, who also had sharp words for Donald Trump. AOC and Ilhan Omar, take a listen.
I think that it is imperative the Democratic Party wake up and get past their dislike of Donald Trump, President Trump, and their feelings of international conflicts going on. This is about national security. This is about what is possible in the Middle East. This is about being a good neighbor, good partner to the Gulf states and what their aspirations are. This is about supporting the people of Venezuela. This is about dismembering our relationship with, or not dismembering, but resetting our relationship with China. Right now, 55% of the oil production that Iran produces goes to China despite sanctions. You want to support the people of Ukraine, you want to end that war, you have to. There is no getting around dismembering this Islamic Republic. It is non-negotiable. It is not a want to have, it is a have to have. And it's not just for the Iranian people. I think you have to trust the Iranian people. We know this government better than anyone else. When you dismember...
By the way, I have to pause it here. I have to stop it right now, because not only is she going off on the Democrats, but you also have an actual Iranian, someone who has lived it, someone who fled it, someone whose family comes directly from it, explaining clearly why they support Donald Trump and why they support this action. And right there you see Dana Bash just sitting frozen, completely stunned, like she is thinking, what is happening? What am I supposed to say? How do I respond to this? Because this is not the script, this is not the narrative, and in that moment you can feel the tension shift live on air.
Decapitate this regime, you are going to see a change in the Middle East, in Venezuela, in China, in Ukraine, and I think, quite frankly, their ideology has really, it's caused a lot of problems for us worldwide. We need to take it seriously, and I think at this point we have a tremendous opportunity. This will be like ending the Soviet Union, the Berlin Wall. This is a transformational moment for humankind, for security, and as an American, this is in our interest to complete it. So I am a Democrat. I have been a huge Democrat. I am incredibly disappointed with my party. I do not see myself in them in this moment.
Moj and Ma.
Yeah, got to go off air, got to go off air, got to go. I have to go off air, and Dana Bash goes straight to break right after that because you have an Iranian-American who is a Democrat openly disappointed in the Democrats and their reaction. So I want to really get to the bottom of this because I am one of those people who is genuinely worried, and what is crazy is when I posted my video yesterday I lost a lot of subscribers. A lot of people unsubscribed because they support Israel to the death, or they fully support these strikes, and you guys already know how I am. I am about America first. I am what they call an isolationist, but I also understand why the United States does what it does. I understand it, and unfortunately a lot of this is not going to change. We have monetary systems, monetary policies, alliances, other countries that chant death to America. So when some people misunderstand me and think I am anti-America, that is not true. I do not want a forever war, and many of you who watch me share that same concern. By the way, rest in peace to the 3 Americans who died in Bahrain, if I am not mistaken, because of Iranian missiles. I want to say clearly that I stand with the United States of America even when I criticize the United States of America, because we all should, but in this case the left has completely lost it. When you see people celebrating in the streets demanding regime change like in Venezuela and even Cuba calling for it, who am I to think I know better than the people who fled those countries, who are proud to be American and want their homelands to flourish just like Donald Trump said? Now let us move forward, because this is where it really shifts. This conversation is not about me, it is about the people in Congress. I am just a citizen with a YouTube channel, but these are elected officials, and many in our politics feel this way about the United States of America, and what bothers me is the inconsistency. Because I am consistent, I speak my mind. People unsubscribe. Fine, we move on. But when it comes to Ilhan Omar, AOC and others, they said nothing when Christians were slaughtered, when thousands were killed in Iran. They never called out Iran, but now suddenly you cannot strike back, and then you have Ilhan Omar again, and this is the disconnect in America. I think Andrew Schultz said it best when he described it like she has 2 identities, claiming to be American while maintaining strong ties outside the United States of America, and it raises the question, if the United States of America ever went to war with Somalia, which side would she choose? That is the point being made, and this next video highlights exactly what I am talking about, so take a listen.
To be coming out of our country. I mean, I grew up in a dictatorship. And I don't even remember ever witnessing anything like that. To have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world, to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president.
So she says that we have become one of the worst countries in the world. Like she, in this video, she is saying that we have become one of the worst countries. Do you know how delusional you have to be to say something like that? That is exactly it. We do not live, I honestly am starting to think we do not live in the same realities. Here is Adam Schiff, by the way, because it is not just these Democrats, they are senators, everybody in our Congress listens to what this guy had to say.
A Khamenei-led regime that brutalized its own people, launched attacks around the world for almost 40 years. So is the president right to take him out?
No, you're right about the Ayatollah. He was a brutal dictator. This is a murderous regime. But at the same time, it posed no imminent threat of attack to the United States.
Oh my God, he says this is where Democrats, and that is why that young lady who is an Iranian Democrat, by the way, right, she literally says Democrats got their head up their asses. She did not exactly say that, but that is kind of where she was going. I can feel it. I know that is what she meant, and what she means is it is people like Adam Schiff. He says no, he did not deserve to die, but he was a bad person, a really bad person, killed his own people, but he did not deserve to die. I mean, how do you, where are we going with this? This is crazy. And so I want to show you guys this is what you will not see on CNN. This is what you will not see on the news.
Iranian here with a message for every single American who voted for President Trump. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. God bless President Trump. God bless the US military, and God bless America. We can't wait until Iran is free and we can welcome you back to our country with open arms and be the allies that we used to be before the Islamic regime took over our country in 1979. That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much, and God bless America.
6. I am not arguing with this. I am sorry. I am not going to be that guy. I am not going to be Hassan who says this is gross. I cannot. It is not in my DNA. If this is how they feel, I am going to respect it, especially when they say they love America and thank you Donald Trump and all this. Like, who am I? I did not live in Iran. But when you see millions of people all around the world who fled Iran, they are saying, yo, we cannot wait for Iran to be good and the Middle East to be good. Now, is this in the Benefit of Israel. Absolutely. You know that what kills me about Democrats, they hate to say the truth. Like, you know what happened, Rachel Maddow went off, right? I am not even going to play this. Maybe I will do a dedicated video on her. She goes on a tantrum for like 40 minutes about who this benefits, who does it benefit, who does it benefit. It benefits Donald Trump pockets Qatar, it benefits the United Arab Emirates, they gave Donald Trump a plane. No, it benefits Israel. Say the truth, it benefits Israel, it benefits the people of Iran, and it benefits Iran. Does it not, right? Why is she so afraid to say that anyways? Because she wants to make it about Donald Trump like they always do. All right, so I want to play one last clip here. As you have seen Democrats losing their marbles, Ilhan Omar losing it. I want to play this clip from this comedian. His name is, if I am not mistaken, Ben Bonos. This dude is hilarious, but man, he breaks down exactly what we are seeing with the Democrats. Take a listen.
As soon as I saw that they bombed Iran, I was like, fuck. You can really do anything in this world. The possibilities are endless. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to watch the Democrats not know how to disagree with this. They're like, look, okay, no, fuck. That was, all right, that was good, but we're not supposed to do that anymore, because right under the Democrats, that's how they ran the military. Like, well, just hands off. Oh, they invaded Ukraine. Oh, give them a couple. Send them a couple helmets. So, and there was so who's an ally of Russia that's part of this whole Ukraine thing? Iran. So we blew them up, and so that helps Ukraine. And if you explain that to a Democrat, they'll kill themselves. Because like I think one thing I saw today is there's all these videos from Iran of Persian women and their families helping them take off their burqas and their hijabs and everything like that. And I watched that, I go, oh my goodness, can we do that with Ilhan Omar? We need a free Ilhan Omar from...
Anyways guys, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this version of the news with me breaking all this stuff down again. We lost 2 service members. Rest in peace to them. Unfortunately, that is horrible, and I hope that is it. I hope that is it. But unfortunately, Iran began retaliating against everybody. All the naval bases, they began retaliating. So it is horrific, and I hope that this ends sooner rather than later. We will see what happens next, guys, and I will see